Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. I am the mermaid, and I'm going live because you know how it is around the moon cycles. People like to press buttons. I recorded a short, and you know, in a day or two it will upload. But I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic, and I have a few things to share. Well, first of all, let's say 2 days ago, most people that celebrate the Lunar New Year started their celebration. So, right now, across the globe, there are different midwinter celebrations that coincide with each other. I know one of the most popular ones is called Imbolc. And today, a lot of people around the world, especially in our witchy communities, they go ahead and they celebrate Imbolc. And Imbolc is, it's the end of January, and you get together with friends and they have some food and celebrate. But it's usually those people that have had some type of they recognize that they have spiritual gifts. They've gone through an awakening. They've done a bit of healing. Because honestly, do you know? Like, I'm wearing this beautiful necklace, and just so you know, this necklace has it has green aventurine, carnelian, moonstone, clear quartz, and they just repeat, and you just feel so at peace and relaxed when you wear your crystals. And in some families, simply wearing a crystal ring, or not relaxing your hair, they see you as a heathen and they go after you. I mean, some people have not had a spiritual awakening. They're not familiar with their the spiritual world because their eyes are closed, and that is done intentionally by their family and society. But a woman who looks like me, who decides that she doesn't want to relax her hair for whatever reason, let's not get into it, it's not our business, but she decides, you know what, I want to take a break from maybe relaxing or even putting in braids, just to give my scalp a break. If you notice that don't wait until your edges go back 2 to 3 inches to give your scalp a break, or any part of your body for that matter, you know, including your nether region. Sometimes she needs a break and a silk. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that too much. But yeah, that just came to me a lot. Do you know how many black women are deathly afraid to, which is crazy. They can't be themselves. Everybody will talk about you and create a new group chat and talk about you, and you know that because you were part of the group chats before. But let's ask ourselves something. Why would a woman or a person who's in an adult, who goes to work every day and makes their money, why, let's be honest, why does your mother and her trifling sisters, I almost said something, and other people, why do their opinions matter that much to you? You should start there. Why does my mother or parents' opinion about how I wear my hair, the type of clothing I wear, or the partner I choose have that much influence in my life because you're under a spell, which is an illusion. We only date this. We only know, baby, that's you. You chose dad. You chose that. And I will choose my own man, my own career. You know, I might live in another country. These are all choices that we can make on our own and should. And if you feel any type of pushback from your family, well, you know, your first community is your family, you know, your parents and siblings and aunts and uncles. These people are imbeciles, and imbeciles are dangerous. We call them fools. Why do you care how she wears her hair? She's a good person. When you need something done, she picks you up, she encourages you. But the minute she steps away from your stupid script with your limited thinking of what you think a marriage should look like, what you think her life should look like, you go out of your way to sabotage her? Like they say, is that so? Oh, I'm going to pull some cards from the Fairy Oracle deck. Around the moon cycles, I enjoy pulling these cards, and look what's on the bottom. Inner child. These people never fed your inner child and encouraged her. So why on earth would you take their opinion and needs and wants above your own in your own life? Don't you dare do that. Because you're feeding them. They're the dragons in your life. And I just want to touch base on a video, the subject of a video I recorded early on. And it's about men because I am so blown away and happy of all the energy and the action that men are taking to heal and to to go further. When you heal, you become you know, I love aquariums, by the way. And the men, let's say the aquarium, let's say the world is an aquarium and men are healing at such a level that they are becoming the filters of the world. They are able to absorb and eliminate a lot of the horrific and stifling systems that exist within patriarchy. And Spirit said men need to be the one to do it. They're the hunters, so women sit pretty. Okay, just just sit pretty. Let the men work. Let the men do their work. Okay, let the men do their work. They have the men have the tools for this particular job. Okay, okay. Well, whenever I go live, you know, these same people come on. And we don't know who they are, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle. Go ahead and shuffle. Yes. A lot of times our family does not want us to have hope. That's what keeps the resistance alive in Star Wars, in Star Trek, in the Matrix. That, you know, they had hope. Okay? All right, somebody's getting ready to go to a party. Somebody's getting ready to go to some celebration. Somebody's not happy, but that's okay. Again, it's not our job to make anybody happy, and it's not anyone else's job to make us happy. Ooh, let's go tomorrow. This is current energy. Spirit, what else? The card that came out was protection. I know some people. Okay. I love it. I love it. You know, I just want to say, I was supposed to have surgery done on my throat. I was intentionally, my larynx was damaged when I was a child because it was foretold in prophecy that, my voice is a healing balm for humanity. But here we are, and yeah. So Spirit said that's going to happen to someone and their children. A lot more than that, but let's start at the beginning. So let's see, one, two, three, four, five. Yes, in spirituality, we like odd numbers. Okay, what are the odds? So protection. A lot of us, yeah, they're still. I mean, people are on their deathbed. Their deathbeds. They're burying their children. They're burying their grandchildren. They're losing. Could you imagine? There is someone currently. There are a group of incarcerated warlocks. And warlocks are witches. There's only one word for in spirituality, witch. There is a group of witches that hate women, and they get kicked out because they do unforgivable things, and they become warlocks. And they are in jail doing magic to affect us. Okay, good. And they're mad about our protection. We don't give a shit. Go to hell. The fuck what you think? Yes, look at here, look at here. This is a beautiful fairy. The motivation. Okay, and it says when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. And so this is why this is our, it's like pre-spring celebration, Imbolc, and they celebrate it in Africa and in other places. It's it's a harvest. It's a celebration of who we are spiritually. And so spring, something huge is happening in there's people are going to pretend, but be very mindful of what you see happening around Lent, because everything you see is not real. All right, go outside today if you can, only if it's safe. I heard there, there might be bad weather on the East Coast again, they said. And if the sidewalks are icy, no, then don't go outside, because common sense is what you use. But if you're not impeded by ice and snow, more ice and snow, then get outside. And you know what? If you are blessed with a deck or a porch, that counts. Fresh air. Yeah, absolutely. So, transformation. Again, they wanted to stop a transformation, but we came to Earth to fulfill a destiny. I don't know. They assumed they had us. How? If you don't have the foresight to know what's happening around you, how on God's green earth do you think that you can stop someone's destiny? You're not even. Oh. All right, so look in the book is our final fairy card. It says whatever you're questioning right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you need. No. What it's saying here, transformation in book. A lot of the demons, they are analytical. They are not, they're cerebral. They're analytical. Because they don't, their hearts aren't open. So they're searching in books and going through information online to understand how we went through a transformation in front of them, and they couldn't stop it. They didn't even listen. How are they going to stop us when they can't even recognize what's happening around them? So that's that. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And if you're interested in the deck, it looks like so. Yeah, I remember when I bought this deck. Oh my goodness! And on the bottom of the deck is the wish fairy. whatever we asked for as far back as previous lives, it has come to pass. Thank you so much. And it's your heart's desire. Only you know what that is. And I had a lot of fun with this deck. So let's see, Spirit, during this beautiful harvest season. Okay, and I wanted, if you just came into the live, I was talking about the lunar New Year in Mbelak, which is celebrated today, and in their harvest festival celebrated throughout the continent of Africa, and in places like Samoa and Micronesia. It's a beautiful celebration. It's a midway mark celebration before spring. Okay, let's see what our crystal of the day is, Spirit. Okay, why not? The ruby, and the deck I'm using, the crystal oracle, looks like so, if you're interested. All right, let's see what it says. I like to put my because I have different decks open, you can't see them, but I like to put my decks right back in the box because it's just easier when I'm done. It's just easier for me. All right, so let's read what it says about the ruby. I didn't know he was Hawaiian. Yeah, look at the card. Ruby. Okay. Hold on, let me get in there. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Let's get one more. Yeah. All right. Let's see what it says about ruby. Okay. The color red represents passion, love, and precious memories. Love is an ocean which forever ebbs and flows, at times a raging sea, at times tranquil and calm. Your passion for someone you love is being rekindled, and you will soon find yourself glowing with a newfound sense of joy and wonder for life. As you find yourself reflecting on all the blessings and precious memories derived from this beautiful relationship, you realize that bad times are easily forgotten, yet precious memories of love live forever. What is going on? Who's in love? Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? What? Okay, so what the reason that song came into my mind is, and this is so beautiful. The one of these people that are going to come into union, or both of them, have had a past relationship that was painful and tumultuous, and they are now in a place where they can appreciate and maintain a beautiful relationship with their new partner. That's beautiful. Well, so somebody went through why me for a long time. Why did I pick that person? Why was I married to that person? Why? Because you had a lesson to learn, love. Because you had a lesson to learn. And did you learn it? Yes, you did. All right, so moving right along. Everything just flows in life. Ebbs and flows. Since we are talking about amore, why not continue with the love notes? Shall we not? Yes, we shall. Okay. Healing is possible. Actually, it's not possible. It is necessary. Okay? Healing is necessary. Okay, so somebody's saying, wow, amazing. Okay. Said hi. Well, hello. Okay, hello. My son grabbed my phone. Oh, okay. How old's your son? How old's your son that grabbed your phone? A baby? A toddler? And if they're older than that, this is a great opportunity to talk about boundaries and self-respect. All right, let's choose. What else, Spirit? Let's take. Oh! I see twins. And this card. Well, looky here. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Yeah, I believe I can soar. See me running through the open door. I believe I can fly. Yes, I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. That's a message. I like to go live because things just flow and you get to see organically what it's like to just, allow the messages to flow out of you. There are 3 decks that I have. 2, I put them together. Okay, and the love notes and this tarot deck, it's the herbal. Here on the back, the herbal tarot deck. I have 2 of those, and so whenever they come out in deuce, we know it says trust your intuition. Looky here, trust your intuition. We see the road, and you start over here, and it's darker, but you gain light as you get closer to the sun. So these are 2 people that, they had a relationship or a childhood that they had to heal through. And this butterfly card is from a different deck. On the back of the love notes, they look like so. This is an animal oracle, and it is the butterfly, but it's meant to be in here. Okay, I'm not familiar with this particular archangel. Premelech. It says, be ready to transform with your wisdom. So that also tells me that these are 2 people that have a divine mission. Look at here. You can screenshot that. And the butterfly is right on here. Look at here. God is not. That means God is all over it. These people have a destined mission that they need to complete. And invite your fears to tea. What did I say? These people went through. They did the work. A lot of people will, like this couple that comes together, or any couple that have done their work, whether they have a divine mission or not, they do their healing work, and you see them happy and cooed up and booed up, and you're jealous. Oh my God, this happens so many times that somebody who is unhealed, they might go to a coffee shop. They might be part of a coven too, and they go to a coffee shop and they're going through a bad whatever. You will continue to go through cycles of shit until you take off those boots and clean them up, because you're tracking shit everywhere. So they'll see a happy couple, or they'll just see a woman or a man who's happy, and they will do magic on that person. And that person might be me. And you will crash and die on your way home. And I wish that for you. Mind your fucking business. I don't believe in Jesus of Nazareth. I keep saying Jesus, the Comforter. You know, that's why I don't understand. Is it Peter or Paul, and certainly Judas? How can you not feel, if you are blessed enough to feel Jesus's energy, or Siddhartha? How do you not feel totally at peace around? Okay, so these people have done the work. They're coming together. They might move in together. Let's take three more. Mm-hmm. One. Okay, okay. Spirit ain't playing. Butterflies again. Butterflies. Butterflies. Mariposa. Okay, and looky here. On both ends, they are writing. They are in control of their own narrative, no one else. So in the past, like all of us, okay, we let other people in other ways. Oh, I don't think you should do that. Or our family doesn't do that. Or our family, we don't date that. Or we don't go to church. Or we did. No, no, baby, that's you, not we. This is a new, they're both embarking on something new. Okay, and what's really poignant to me is we have, there's sheep over here, and then there's two, a rooster and a hen, a couple, and this is our family, and this is society. They're really wolves in sheep clothing, because I don't know why are all these sheep looking at chickens. That's weird. They want to know how the hell, or how the heck, you know, see, they're fenced in, you know, they're fenced in, and they want to know how we got out, and how we transformed from being sheeple, into something else. Hmm? That's none of your business. But God said, notice the blessings. Again, they were supposed to take note of us wanting a different path, and they were supposed to support our growth, not try to trap us in a net. And for thinking and for desiring us to be trapped, y'all gonna go in a pine, and then getting others to trap us in different ways. Y'all going in a box. Look at here. I'm telling you. Yeah. What I'm feeling right now is crazy. You are healing. Mm-mm. And the flowers are, these are different flowers of different types. Okay, we have some bulbs. Now, if you know any, if you have, I used to have a huge garden, and these type of flowers and plants don't normally grow together because they need different environments. And then the bee is above them. I'll show you the card, and it's going to pollinate all these flowers, and that's there are two bees, to be or not to be corny. But what? So these are healers from. These are. It says healing, but these are healers that are here to teach. To, you see, some of these flowers are not open. Some of the stalks and such are not open, and we are here to open. We are here to open the minds and hearts of people. That's what they said. Oh my gosh, that's really interesting. I find that so interesting. Spirituality is, yeah, yeah. Um, I just wanted to spirit, send that magic back. That's why they come on the line to try. Okay, and it goes right back to you. But I just wanted to say again that you control your energy, not anyone else. So if somebody is bothering you, gossiping about you, baby, ooh, baby, Somebody sending me a message. Y'all the one. Well, all right. These are banishing stones. And when people when they knock, in this case, you need the buck. Because if somebody's bold enough to enter your auric field, which is our aura, this is my space. And if you get in my space, that means you want to fight. You're looking me up and down, taking off your earring, and you're pulling your hair back. And we all know what that means, unfortunately. So these are you can get black tourmaline, and you can also get, it will come to me, you can also get these lovely stones. Put one by your bed, put one by the mirror in your bathroom, and you consecrate your mirror. You block people from scrying. Okay, and you can put one of these. You should have your phone face down anyway, and you can put a black stone on there. And you say a prayer to keep these maggots out of your energy, and you will sleep better. You will feel better. Also put a wand of selenite under your bed with a bowl of salt, and the vampires have to stay away. Okay. Since we're celebrating Imbolc today, and we're pushing into the new lunar calendar, let's see what the energy is regarding this is the Chinese astrology cards. Let's see what spirit would like us to know. It's full moon, it's Imbolc, it's Harvest Festival, it's Lunar New Year. Let's see what we get. It's just everywhere. Number 12, number 3. This is spiritual, and in this particular, and you see the infinity symbol over the pig's head. It says metal pig, and it's really the golden pig. Partnership and collaboration. Do you see that? Okay, what's going on? So Spirit said there is a partnership that's coming together, and this is written in the stars. And if you are a chosen, a light bearer, a light worker, we, the star children, were written in the Bible, but those books were removed. And one of the books of prophecy is the book of Enoch, Enoch. So certainly look into that. All right, Spirit, tell me about this partnership and collaboration. Okay, this one wanted to come out. I'll just take up to 5 cards. These are Earth Ox, one with the universe. Divine Masters, in that Marvel movie, the lady who was bald, who Hulk tried to take the Time Infinity Stone. They called her Master Supreme or something like that. So we are the divine masters and manifestations of God for this time, and look how beautiful her crown is, and we protect the universe. And you notice she's ready with the shits, and the evil ones used to go into some portals they can't anymore. So these twins are going to protect the earth. And it is on the bottom, it is the year of the horse, and it says path to independence. Yep, you can't hold people back anymore. All right, fire monkey, time to embrace change. What did I say? The monkey looks a little sad. Look at here. Oh, sad monkey. Bad shad monkey. Monkey gonna get his ass whooped. The monkey, okay, so And it's number 33, the Ascended Masters number. What it's saying, what I'm seeing here is the monkey who was harvesting energy, and now he's in that dry, desolate place, and he's going to starve to death, which means he's going to go in that pine box. All right, tell me more about these partnerships. What did it say? Partnership and collaboration. It came out. Water sheep, wait and listen. Okay. Number 20, infinity. You have a spirit animal, a spirit guide. So we are getting new protectors assigned to us. Okay. And maybe when this couple comes together, okay, so both they'll have protection from both sides. All right, and it says fire ox because they're here. What did I say? Light workers, chosen ones. What do we? Indigo children, the ones they experimented on. I think they could discard and throw in asylums. I think not. It says beacon of light. Looky here, beacon of light. Mm-hmm. And on the bottom, looky here. I tell no lies. On the bottom it says fire rabbit. Welcome to the muse. Yes, we are meant to be the spotlight. We'll take two more. Oh, thank goodness it didn't fall down. All right, so fire sheep, clear your blockage. Number 44. That's telling me that again we have new. I know I have one dragon. I think now I have a second. Um, and a lot of us have. This is protection from your partner side as well. Final card for the Chinese astrology. Let's take this one. Looky here. Gratitude leads to abundance. The number 6. Okay, which is stability. I see all these earth crystals. The earth needs to be balanced out and evened out. And that's why the snake and the earth is right behind it, the earth snake. The earth angels have to heal and balance out this world because y'all are gross. And right on the bottom, here. What's this? Water monkey. Yes, we have to teach people to conquer their fears. Ooh, shit. I have a dragon. I'm telling you, I have mine. See my dragon? One of the things that I absolutely enjoy doing is having a bath. But I just want to say that it says here, water rabbit, the sweetness of quiet love. People assume because some of us are not as rah-rah or trifling as they are, that they could just overcome us and treat us poorly, and we would just sit there and take it. Okay, how's that working out for you? Most of you guys are dying from cancer. Rest and retreat, and you have the hummingbird. During the moon cycles in general, it is a wonderful time for you to focus on your renewal of your spirit. Get some rest. If you've been eating a lot of fried foods, pull back. It's just like a reset to recalibrate yourself. And if you can't or you don't have access to a spiritual bath, then what you can do, I might do that later, is I have a foot bath. You boil your tea, you have a cup of tea on the side, and you might read a book while you soak your, we don't have any troubles, but, soak your feet. Because all of our major organs are connected through our feet. And if you weren't aware of that, you are now. All right, let's see. 3 affirmation cards, please, Spirit. Celebrate good times. Come on. I'm telling you. I mean, people actually pissed. They stole from us, trying to kill us, and they're pissed. Well, You won't be alive for much longer. So that God is going to take that right off your hands. God will take it right off your rotten ass hands, you dirty bastards, because you won't be alive for much longer. Godspeed. Let me look at these. Un momento, please. Let me look at these cards and get some energy for a second. Hold on. We have number 3. We have number 8. And number 6. 386 is your angel number for today. Intention. Okay. Some people that refuse, those people that are not going into pine boxes will be going into a different box. And God said the reason for that is because they really, it's intention. Oh, you can see there. Intention and action. They intentionally wanted to harm us. And when your ass goes to jail, you'll have plenty of time when you're not being violated. I don't think it's okay, but some of y'all, that's going to be part of your reflection. If I didn't try to set Mermaid up, if I didn't send that gay man to her, who tried to infect her with the disease, if my anus wouldn't be hurt right now. Reflection of the way it used to be. Hey, mm, mm, mm. You guys like my fan? Look, I pulled out my fan. I'm not hot at all. Not in that way. Not temperature wise. Okay, but I have all these beautiful African Spirit said to pull my fan up because I have the Spirit said you are the spiritual authority and you're supposed to have the fan. You know, when you go to different African countries, usually it's a very bulbous man that's sitting there, all whatever, and people are fanning him or he has the fan because he is the chief, right? Spirit said, "You are the chief mermaid. Go ahead, go ahead." Mm-hmm. Oh wow! Hold on. I actually have a ruby, and it just fell to the ground, but that's perfectly okay. Love is a theme. Love is the way, and we all need to focus on being more loving to ourselves. Several times throughout the day, we should put our hands over our hearts and take in a deep breath and just be appreciative of everything we have so that we can attract more into our lives. Let's get some notes from the universe on love and connection. Yes, his name is Mike Dooley, and I have um a different deck of his, and it's so cool. The other deck that I have, it's pretty much saying, what if? What if you don't fail? What if you get the job? What are you waiting for? I like his perspective. So let's see. Spirit, let's do a recap. We have the beautiful, our crystal for today is the ruby. We're talking about couples who are coming together, and the people that were vehemently and adamantly wanting this to stop. Um, and they have similar stories. Some of these will be romantic. Again, love is not all about sharing your nether regions. Oh, this is my garnet. Um, but these are divine couples that need to come together to do certain things. All right, Spirit said, just 3. That's all we need. Love is never in vain. Okay, so this is beautiful. A person, you should always want to look good and put your best foot, faith and foot forward. But some people are vain to a fault and say, love, oh, people that are so overly obsessed these are material based. So people that are materialistic, overly materialistic, they don't know what love is. They think, oh, love is they think vanity is love. So these are the same type of a-holes who, oh yeah, there's somebody that they trusted a big ass and a smile, and what they got was HIV, and they're mad at other people. Well, why are you okay? Well, these are vain people that chose material over love, and they chose to join other people to set up chosen ones, and now they're sad, and they're dying, and they're going to jail, and their booties all busted up. But that's their choice. All right, time to make a demonstration. They had a choice that even if they didn't join these people, they could have told you mermaid or Santa or you, and watch out, these people are coming for you. They vowed to keep their mouth shut because they swear that they are going to make it big in the music industry with some supermodel or something. I mean, they don't say that anymore. They say these Instagram model type women who don't love themselves. I don't call them Instagram model. I'm just gonna say the BBL smell women. That's what it is. And the last card is I heart you, and and it's in quotes. These people only offer surface material love. They don't need love on the surface. That's why I can. Their love is conditional. I will be around you if you're popping, if you have money, if I can benefit, if I can do clout. If not, I'm actually going to do a few more because spirit is. Ooh. All right, spirit. Let's take three more. What's gonna happen? What's the final? And give me current time. All right, three more, and that's it. It says they chose you. They. Okay, here they chose you. These people intentionally. I know for me, I will always use myself as a reference. There were people that were sent into my surroundings and environment, and to befriend me, and also for me to do things with socially. And God said they chose to do this year after month after year. Some of them homeless. I know this one lady. After all you did to get that, all the love spells you did on that man. I'm gonna tell. Okay, let's side note. A love spell is one of the most vile violations in the spiritual world. It means that the person does not have any genuine attraction to you. And you take a piece of their hair, or you do spell work on them, and they don't want you. And you know that. You don't give a shit. You want something they have. And I know this one lady, she would always make little quibs, but I wasn't around her a whole lot. We were in certain social clubs together. She's also a black woman, and you did all that spell work to get that man to sleep with you. You almost died having that child, and because of what you have done, you lost custody of the child and you're homeless. And God said, "More, you have more to come." Okay, it says, no two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. And this problem. If you get a BBL, you don't love yourself. How could you? Well, of course he should pay for the BBL. He says he wants your body to change. Who's going to pay for it? You. A lot of women are dying. And by the way, the survival rate of BBL is very low for black women because they want to kill us. And most of these men ain't shit. That I mean, come on. If a man is like, "Ooh, her booty so big," ooh, ooh, and he's trying to suggest and make you feel bad about yourself, and then when you guys are making love, and you're coming out of the bathroom, he keeps looking on his phone at a woman with a certain type of anatomy. How are you supposed to feel? How would he feel if you keep talking about, "Ooh, I just saw a porn movie or whatever, and oh my God, did you see the size of this, or did you see his bank account?" And he doesn't have those things. Of course, it would make him. Why does she keep saying that? Any normal person would. But instead of getting the BBL, get rid of him. You'll feel much better, and your body will be great. Your body's already great. And honestly, every Miss America, every Miss USA, every Miss Universe has been cheated on. Did you hear what I say? Every Miss Universe has been cheated on by a man that looks like a coon, raccoon. Okay, they said not. Okay, he looks like a badger or a beaver, something like that. Some ugly. Anywho, a lot of these women don't love themselves. They're in covens. They strip. They do spell work. They strip and do spell work. And get flown out. But yet they're jealous of you. There's some women that are jealous of me and some other women because we don't choose to see our bodies as commodities. That's our personal choice. So is yours. I mean, I don't judge you. I don't know. But then you can't. There are two things going on here. You're jealous of. No, we might have a 9 to 5 or our own business to do something else. That's our own choice. But you also choose, to be the skeet queen. Skeet, skeet. That's your choice. I don't know why. But then you also don't take care of your health, and then you pick up, two whatever STIs, STDs, and who are you mad at? I heard when these people do these parties, the men don't like to wear condoms. Well, let me tell you something, okay, ladies, men do not set the tone for the demand or supply of your beautiful body. You tell him when, and you tell him where, and you tell him how. He doesn't tell you ever. Okay. And if you say condoms is the rule, child, they should have them hanging out of their pockets so you know that they're real. Don't let nobody play with your baby or your health. And if you're sleeping with that many men, honey, you're just that's too much energy. Okay, even for that's why healers don't. You're not meant to be a human filter for these mud ducks. And stop that. It's not good for you. Obviously, that's why a lot of women who strip and they sell ass, um, they always rah rah because you're sleeping with so many alligators, so many reptiles, child. That alligator, they're always ready to bite something, and that's why. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you feel so mean. You always want to fight and pop off because you're sleeping with all them gators. Okay? And our last card is sometimes the good is hidden. All right. So these materialistic people who are shallow and stupid and they like a lot of skeet, skeet, skeet. Um, we are whole supernovas and nebulas, and they chose their own mirror. Somebody that's shallow, stupid, cheap, nasty, low down, and a dumpster diver. You should never feel sorry about a past relationship that didn't work out or it wasn't meant for you to be in long term. Because I saw something, Spirit showed me they were like, what are those animals that eat out of they're not skunks, but they prefer you could give it fresh food. They want to eat out of the garbage. So let them dumpster dive. They're dump. What is it called? It's not. It's not like. Is he? Was that character a raccoon? They're possums. Yeah, and so the last card on the bottom it says convince others. No, convince yourself, not others. They wanted us to convince ourselves that we were the problem, so that we could lower our standards and they could literally PIMP us up. Nobody's gonna let you pimp us up, baby. That's what your mama did. See, your mama and her mama, you grew up with filth, and we see it. Spirit wanted us to have more discernment with certain kind of people and not give people a chance to even be in our energy. Yes? Tomorrow is the first day of Black History Month, and I have these beautiful cards. I have these beautiful cards that are women, Black women, who were the first at doing something. And we have on the bottom Misty Copeland, ballerina, and she recently retired. Let's take 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Who do we have today? Oh, she came out again, Misty Copeland. Okay. All right. So somebody has to learn to balance. Somebody has or should learn to balance because ballerinas, their feet should not look like that. 1, a 2, and a 3. Who do we have? We have Dorothy Irene Height, and she was a civil rights activist right here. And Misty. Let's see the third person that comes up. Another civil. We have Angela Davis. All right, so we have Angela Davis, we have Dorothy, and we have Misty. I had to do it. I get misty when you're holding my hand. Ooh, I get misty when you're holding my hand. Okay. Someone is getting ready to, and congratulations to you. And the people around you should always want to encourage and share in your victory by congratulating you. These 2 women were great orators, okay? And someone is getting ready, and this is telling me that you're poised. You have been chosen. Let's see what you can do here. You have been chosen for a position in society. You and okay, don't get mad. You know, Dorothy was known for being a little bit you know, she's just very, very, very firm. Okay, and she wasn't as flexible. And there's some type of a position that's being offered to someone who's a little bit more flexible and a tad younger. And some of these old heads don't like it, and I know they came after me. They didn't agree with your politics, and they wanted to take us down. And it's not going to work. Wow. Okay, I'll take some more. So they didn't like your hair, they didn't like your skin, and they didn't like that you were vocal about what you were doing. I'm telling, look at you. One more. Okay, so the next card out is Mashiro, Miss Gwendolyn Brooks. I'm telling you, author and poet. A lot of Black women who are, the matriarchs of our society, they hate me. And a bunch of these hypocrite, some of these might be doctors. They feel that they're in a certain tax bracket and we shouldn't talk about spirituality. And if we are going to talk about hoodoo and voodoo, then we want somebody that has a certain aesthetic, not me and not the beautiful Gwendolyn Brooks. Sweet thing. And the next card that came out was Beyonce. They want to replace the intellect of they want your intellect and your gifts, but they want to put it into somebody that looks like Beyonce. I kid you not. They had a whole copycat that they wanted to kill me and give that heifer my gifts. And that's not the thing. It's not that these old nasty people had that idea. Is that stripper whore person agreed to it. Because it's not your fault that your mom or your dad are crazy and they have these ideas. It's that you go along with it. I'm telling you, they found out about some opportunity that somebody with my gifts uh, would be offered. I'm not the only high priestess in the world, baby. There's a woman I can't wait to meet her. She bad as fuck, and I could do it. She could do it. And if it goes to her, go ahead, baby. Because what's meant for you, it's always going to be yours. You don't have to run somebody over. Oh, I want to circle back to this. Thank you, Spirit. So these are shungite. These are shungite. And if somebody's bothering you, these black orbs, you go to your metaphysical store. Tell them mermaid sent you. And say, I need to do a bit of banishing. And they're like, do tell. I need some, mermaid said I need some black tourmaline and some shungite and some fire obsidian. Okay? And you put one of these, matter of fact, you get something, it doesn't have to be glass. This is glass. I used to use this for you fill this up with salt, and the person who's bothering you, you write out a petition and you put this on, just put this right on top of that salt. She gonna shut the fuck up. I was running her mouth. Nobody asked it you. So this is what it was. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. There are so many Uncle Ruckuses, or the character, I've never seen the movie because my spirit won't allow me to, of Django, Sam Jackson's character. I have seen a clip in the end where he was shot. I loved it. Good. That's what's going to happen to these foods. They don't like, they're like, oh my God, she's a dark. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then on top of it, apparently, there was somebody who saw my photo when these people were targeting me. Well, they're still targeting me, but he was like, oh, she's kind of cute. Oh, that girl lost her mind. That man didn't say he wanted to date her maid or take her out. He does that. But, it's just like, oh, that's a cute dress. That's it. These people are Looney Tunes. So they thought they were going to, get somebody with a certain color skin and a bunch of yaki, and they were going to, they were doing this. They had somebody in watching me, shadow banning my channel, stealing my intellectual property. That's why Spirit said to turn around and show my face, because at the time they were getting ready to broker a deal using my intellectual property to get a lucrative or some contract. I don't know. Maybe it was, I don't know how it's designed. It's dead in the water. It was right around the time they're like, but that sounds like the person on the video. They're like, oh, no, 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 no. They're like, okay, well, you do it. They had them do, and they couldn't deliver. And so this little girl said she want me dead. Well, she in the hospital, so she should mind her business. And then our final card is Augusta Fells a Savage, and she is a sculptor. I'm telling you, and you see the little design, the little shadows in the back. Child, they sent me spell work. They sent me demons and all kind of shit. Sculptor. They wanted to build a Beyonce using my. There you go, baby. They wanted to build a Beyonce beehives. They wanted to build. I'm curious. Let's take two more. You don't have what happened to me. I was caught in a treated drink. My man, you know is married. Hey, you waiting all day when he home. Me no want, me no. Now somebody say, me no want, me no want, me no want, me no want no married man. All day you waiting. When he say he coming, when he relaxing home in bed with his wife. Ooh. Somebody thought they were going from the bedroom to the boardroom. Talk about effing your way to the top, honey. That never works, honey. You got into the door under pretense and you got kicked out. Same way, you know. All right, so and these are our last of these beautiful cards. We have the Madame C.J. Walker, Ida Wells, and Simone Biles. And what that's saying to me, okay, is that, and I'm not trying to be funny, Madame C.J. Walker, these people, they kind of wear their hair the same way. They're just very monotone. They all think the same, and they had this bright idea. And a lot of these women are successful and as far as careers, but a lot of their success is and was through their connections as Eastern stars, and you know Eastern stars, you have to be married to a horse, some animal on the Masonic side, and you know they don't want things to change. Thank you. They want things to look the same and sound the same, and if it's going to change, it has to look like this, or else they're going to create. This is gang stalking as well. So these are the same. These I'm telling you, thank you, Spirit. These Eastern stars, they they wanted me. They wanted me to be strange fruit because these are black women, especially lighter hued, but they don't see themselves as black, which is fine. How you view yourself is fine. Stay out of my energy. And so Ida B. Wells, um, you know, she definitely documented lynching in America, and these, you know, I'm a freedom fighter, okay, and it says here that Ida B. Wells is an investigative journalist and a militant activist. So these so-called polished women of society, these Eastern stars, some of them are physicians, some of them are journalists, some of them are I don't know, educators. You know, they saw me and didn't know that I come from a long line of Ida B. Wells, baby. And we're not going to sit there and take it and shut the fuck up. No, we're not. Can't scare us either. And you see the star, and you see Simone Biles. They are disgusted to their core that the people with the strongest spiritual gifts are the darkest, you know, some of them. I mean, okay, listen, the woman I'm talking about, who is she so bad? She's not chocolate chocolate. Okay, and it's all black women. So let's not get into that, you know. But it's true. The darker the berry, the deeper the roots. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. What the fuck we saying? That people aren't repeating that for nothing. But she's a star. She's a star. She's a star. Where's my thing? And in a gosh darn thing, you nasty, self-hating, race-baiting, and you guys are whores. Garden tools, if you will. Skeet queens. And you taught your daughters and your granddaughters to be skeet queens and to be married to cretins like you are. It's a new, God said, but guess what? It's a new time. It's a new day. And I'm feeling good. Do, 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 do. And that woman in the bayou can't help you. She died herself, but she hasn't died yet. Stop going to the bayou. Sun's in the sky, you know how I feel. Ooh. Yeah, they didn't know these stars. You know, we had hitters. Yes, of course we got hitters. We have to because you people crazy. Yeah, these damn yeah. It's these damn covers for witches. You know, we're from outer space, and we're winners. Yes, that's it. That from this deck. That's it. That's absolutely beautiful to me. But the title of the movie, the title of the live. Okay, so let me read the thing. Let me just preface. So this part, all of it's teaching, but let me teach you guys a little bit about spirituality. So the devil does not control all of hell. There are sections of hell that Satan can't even enter into, and that's where we go to teach to reclaim lost souls, and also like when they do destiny swapping. Sometimes it's gross, but they'll have a baby and then they'll destiny swap that baby with somebody, and they put that child in hell, and that child does not deserve to be in hell, has not done anything. And then light workers like myself, we lead and bring them back to fulfill prophecy, because who the hell are you to put your filthy hand on anybody, much less a chosen one? But I've been hearing this Bayesian man talking, and I keep hearing, I am tired of your shite. I told you I don't want to hear that shite. Just do it. I said I don't want to hear that shite. That's Bayesian all day, every day. Let me tell all of you. When I was a baby, not just me, but let me. Okay, hold on. I call my energy back to me. So, not just me, but San Jose and Dwight and some other people all around the Caribbean, underwater. There was a very nasty but powerful practitioner from Haiti, and he bound us. It wasn't him alone, He did most of it, and then some other people do walk too, but he did most of the walk. And when he did this work, he probably had to sleep for 2 weeks straight. It takes a lot of energy to do that. And he's not ordained. It's not his destiny to do it. So let's say if San Jose or me wanted to bind somebody and God said bind them, we bind them, and we just go to dinner. It takes 2 minutes and we bind them, and that's it. We go about our business. Because we have the right. We are light workers. This is part of our destiny. So this nasty man from Haiti, who is now dead, blub, 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 in your ass. He's dead. And let me tell you, okay, so there is a big, I've been watching The Godfather anyway. So who will be who who will be the new Vito Corleone of the Caribbean? Because the Haitian man was Vito Corleone, aka the Godfather, and he did. And then, and he has a ring with blood in it, yes. And he died. The Haitian man died, twe twe, and then it went to Cuba. And the Cubans then picked up the mantle and they were doing the thing, doing it. And actually, women are not allowed to be godfathers, but they're allowed to be comrades. I tell you, women, y'all, stand up, stand up. And there was a sadistic brother and sister duo that were allowed to share the ring from Cuba. And this is the woman, oh my God, how many, specifically a white bull. She liked all these people love sacrificing animals. And she sacrificed the last bull she sacrificed, she died shortly after. They both died. They were twins. They died shortly after. And then the ring went to it went to yard. Big up Jamaica. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on a minute. So this is how you'll know the Jamaican person who died. It was a man, and he used to live in Rima. A big old bear man live in Rima. He dead. Him dead. And he was the voodoo man to all them, all the people in the industry, stuff like that. Anyway, so he died. The Babalawo, all these Babalawo, they dead. They can't come in my energy. I don't do that. What he said, instant death. So now, if you don't know how the underworld works, there are a bunch of cabals. But the three main cabals that really run shit, you have the Arabic, the Arabs, the Chinese have so much power that they were able to break off from the Asian contention there. And yeah, those are the three big ones. And the person in the Caribbean answers to them. And I heard Antigua and Barbuda fighting. They have some warlocks. Look, listen, look. The Bajan and the Antiguan ones, and I'm sure the Trinidad in there too. Listen to me. The man in Haiti, these warlocks from different island nations had to bow to him. Okay, I'm telling you, he was the Vito Corleone of the Caribbean. So, you see this man dead, the next one dead, the next one. And instead of saying, it's because these are young people, in order to even get the ring, you have to have been in this thing 20 years. So instead of saying, you know what, if I don't want to do 100% going to God, I will back out of this thing. Mm-mm. They are, let me tell you about what I've seen about people in these groups. They have low self-esteem and they're doing all of this for clout. They want to prove to somebody that see, I think I could do it. I'm worth it. No, your self-worth comes from within. It comes from within. Okay? But no, there's going to be an increase of unalivings and shootouts. I'm just letting law enforcement know. Because is the Hunger Games among the voodoo clan there? I mean, but it's true. And That's all I wanted to say. And that's all Spirit wants to say. I have these cute little decks here. Um, Spirit, any advice on this deck? There's going to be an increase in violence, but you know, in New York, they're keeping it hush hush. There is an all-out Italian mobster war happening right now. And that Godfather, why am I talking like that? And that Godfather, guaranteed win. It's amore. Okay. Let me see. Spirit is saying to eat some melon and some fresh fruit. Okay. Those of us that are getting into some new contracts, have someone else look over those contracts for you. Okay. The Great White, and they're saying because they're people they're looking out for their interests, and they might be a bit of a shark, so you need to really look at those contracts. Somebody, if you know you're lactose intolerant, stop drinking dairy products. This says here, special ingredient. What does it say here? Manage your time. Okay, someone needs to, and there's beautiful apps. Not just your calendar. You can use your calendar to organize your life, but there's specific apps. Ooh, okay, thank you. Spirit said you're about to be booked and busy, and you might need an assistant. Okay, and have that assistant also help plan your meals. And also reduce your dairy and your fried food. That's from this deck. Okay, and we all need to find different ways to relax and incorporate. That should be part of your daily regimen to relax and be at peace. Okay, and if you're interested in the deck, it looks like so. 52 relaxing rituals. Isn't that just lovely? Let's choose a couple of these and then we'll head out the door. Ooh. All right, so from this deck, the first card out is a little hobby. And I'm seeing the desert. I'm telling you, somebody's going on a trip. Somebody in some particular industry, looking through what comes out, crawl into the picture. Somebody wants to work with you that's in an industry where they either do, somebody wants to write your life story, wants you, they like your imagination, your creativity. They might want to photograph you. I don't know what it is, but you might be asked to do certain publications or ads or something like that. And then look what comes out. Looky here, storybook. Storybook. What do we have? Storybook, pictures, and drawings. I'm telling you, somebody might invite you to a gallery opening or ask to have your image presented there. Oh shit. I always feel like somebody's watching me. What are you watching me for? I'm going to take 3 more of these because I'm always, okay, what's going on? Okay, ooh, 1 more spirit. All right, beautiful. So, they said 4. Yes, you're about to get your flowers. Somebody wants to celebrate you, and it says here, fly away. I'm telling you, you're getting ready to be flown. You're getting ready to get mind blown. I'm not saying that. And yes, you're getting ready to be. Yes, you're going to get communication about something very beautiful. And again, to go along with the evil eye, somebody is mad AF because they try to manipulate so many things so they could get this contract or job, and it did not work. Yes, stop it, spirit. This person said a lot. It said brain dump. This person said a lot of very nasty things about you. Um, but you won by being your beautiful self, and that's that. What's on the bottom? Okay. This person did a lot of mental magic, and it says regress and bounce off the walls. This person is going crazy. I mentioned before, somebody will be going to an asylum. It's so funny. People keep coming in and out of the live. hmm Okay, and then 3 affirmation spirit, and then we are going. Ooh, we're going back. I love going to California. We're going back to Cali, Cali. I'm hearing 2 songs. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali is one thing, and then somebody saying, "How do you want it?" One of the people that you may be working with is genuinely attracted to you. How do you want it? Stop it now. Our first affirmation is we're ending on a beautiful note. I am grateful for the opportunity to grow and evolve. The spiritual warfare that I went through, um, baby, I've got hands. And I will put them on you. Looky here. Shoo-kum. Our second, I love this hairstyle. It says, I am open to receiving miracles in my life. How could you delay a miracle? How can you ease the pain? I'm aligned with my true purpose, and that's what me too. Listen, I would blow my to my horn. I am aligned. I am aligned. I am who and where God has placed me, and none of you vagabonds. Somebody just said, "Who did I say that?" And God said, "None of you vagabonds can do anything about it." And I will say this, and then I will, whomever have been, whomever have been sending me sympathy spells, and trying to be Michael Jackson. Do you remember when we fought and when we? No, I don't. I don't know you. You're a possum, and I don't. You're a different species. I don't know you, and that is that. Okay. Let's close this portal. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Happy Imbolc. Happy Lunar New Year. Happy Saturday. And let's welcome February. I will see everyone on the next video. God bless you and take care. Do you remember when we fall in love?